to have you back here. In this more practical exposition class, we are gonna be dwelling much on the Autocad modified toolbar. The Autocad modified toolbar. So we are gonna be reviewing the modified toolbars Autocad has. This modified toolbar, remember I first told you can access them over here. So if you click this modify, you will get the entire modifying tools in Autocad. So the first modified toolbar here we have is the erase tool. So how do you erase in Autocad? If you want to erase with this program, it is very straightforward. All you have to do is to select the erase command. Okay, assuming we want to erase this object we've created, okay, I just hold down the left click mouse button and take it up and leave it to select the object you want to erase. Then you right click or you press the enter key on your computer keyboard to erase the object. Okay, so to erase in Autocad, just select the erase command, click on the erase command and highlight the object you want to erase, and then right click or press enter to complete command. That is how to erase in Autocad. So we have the copy tool. Copying, I want to duplicate the object we've created. I want to duplicate the object we've created. So we have the copy command right below the erase tool. So we want to duplicate the object there, so we select the copy command, still hold down your left click mouse button and take it up and highlight, then right click to activate command, then specify your base point where you want to start your copying. So I want to start here, so I'm left clicking, so just left click and you start dropping. So you can start dropping, so you can duplicate to any number you want to produce, and when you're done you right click and you click enter. So that is how to duplicate in Autocad. You see I had to select the copy tool. I had to select the copy tool and you have to highlight the object you want to copy or you want to duplicate, and then you right click to activate command. Then you can now select the base point and start dropping. That is the easiest approach to duplicate using the Autocad software. So we also have the mirror tool. So I'm gonna be deleting this tray. Okay, we also have the mirror tool. Mirror, I want to create a mirror image of my object. So to mirror this object, the command is similar to the copy command. So you click on the mirror command here and highlight the object you want to mirror and right click to activate command. Then you can now select a particular base point, okay, to carry out your mirroring. So I want to click here as my base point. So if I go this direction, this is how the mirror will look like. If I go this direction, the same. So if I go this down, that is if I position the cursor down, this is how it's gonna look like. And if I position this stuff up, this is how it's gonna look like. So I want to position it this direction, and you left click to drop, right click again and press enter. You see we've mirrored this, and if you want to mirror this other one again, we can as well select the mirror command and highlight the object we want to mirror, right click to activate command. Now I want this point to be a base point, so you just left click on it and position this stuff. So if you position this way to look like this, if we position this way, there'll be no much difference. So we go down or we go up to have a better image. So I drop it there by left clicking on it and you can just press enter key or right click and press enter. That is how to use the mirror command in AutoCAD. How do you offset in AutoCAD? Offset means you want to produce a likeness of a particular object by putting a particular distance, okay, in between them, by measuring a particular distance in between them. For instance, I want to offset this line here. All I need to do is to take up the offset 2 here. So if I take up the offset 2, you go down to the command area and type the offset distance. What is the distance you want to offset? I want to offset 500 millimeters. You click enter on your keyboard. Okay, you now select the object you want to offset and then show the direction you want to offset it. Like now I want to offset this object. Now I will click on it and I will click where I want to drop it. See what I've done. Okay, if I want to keep offsetting just with the same distance, I will keep clicking and then dropping, clicking, dropping, clicking, dropping, clicking and dropping. So I can offset and drop as many lines I want to drop using this command. Okay, then if I want to change the offset distance, you still need to go down to the offset 2 again and then change the offset distance. Okay, it's very simple. That's how you can offset in AutoCAD. Okay, now we have the move command. So I skipped the rectangular array command. You have the details in the book. It is well detailed in the book. So I'll be talking about the basic ones in this program. So about the move command. If we want to move this object we've created, that is, we want to shift the position of the object we've created. So all we have to do is to select the move command over here and you highlight the object you want to move and right click to activate command. Then you select the base at which you want to start moving. So I click this point and I can move this object to this point. Okay, this is what I did. Click the move to highlight the object you want to move, right click to activate command. You can drag to the point you want to drop it. That's how you can move any object in AutoCAD. So we have the rotate command. So how do you rotate in AutoCAD? To rotate effectively using this software, the command is similar to that of the move command. Okay, select the rotate command here and still highlight the object you want to rotate, right click to activate command and select the base point to aid your rotation. Okay, so I want here to be my base point, so I click this point. I can rotate this image to this point. I can position it this way and rotate. I can position it this way and rotate, or you can deselect the auto mode command so that you can rotate your job to any direction. Okay, let us drop the stuff this way. Okay, the command is similar to that of the copy, the move, and the other commands. That is how to use the rotate command in AutoCAD. So we have the scale command. Okay, scale command is always very necessary if you want to either enlarge or reduce the size of your drawing to suit your form. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you how you can use the scale command in AutoCAD. So to use the scale command, select the scale command over here, and we have to note something before we continue. In entering the scale factor, if you enter a scale factor that is less than 1, it is going to reduce the size of your drawing or the size of your object. but if you enter a scale factor that is higher than 1, it is going to enlarge the size of your drawing. Okay, so how do we use the scale command? So let us select the scale tool again and highlight the object you want to scale out, and then you right click to activate command. So we select a base point first, so I want here to be my base point, so you just left click on it and you click the command line and type the scale factor. So I want to impute a scale factor of 0.5. that means I want to produce half of this object. So on my command line I type 0.5 and I press enter. You see the object has been reduced to half, and if I want to bring it to normal, I can still select the scale stuff and highlight, right click to activate command, pick this base point, and at the command line I'll impute 2 and I'll press enter. Okay, 2 means I'll have to duplicate it just to make the size double again. So we've been able to return our drawing to its normal stage. Okay, that is how to use the scale command using AutoCAD. So we have the trim command. If you want to trim in AutoCAD, I'm gonna be showing you the easiest way to use the trim tool. It is also a very inevitable command in this program. Assuming we have a set of lines, and okay, let me create another line of this nature, and we want to trim off these excesses at this point. So to use the trim tool, select the trim command at the modified toolbar, and you come to the interface and right click to activate command. Then you can start trimming. You can just click, and when I say trim, that means you're gonna be left click to trim. So you can left click here again to trim, you can left click here again. Okay, didn't join, you can click this point to trim off. Okay, that is how to use the trim tool in AutoCAD. And you know, in AutoCAD you cannot trim off this, because this line did not cross this and it did not cross this. So trim is only active where you have a line that has a better point of intersection, or that better crosses another line very well. So you can trim off the lines. For instance, you can trim this off because it crossed this. Okay, there is no point of intersection at this point. You can trim off a line that has a better part of intersection. That is how to use the trim tool in AutoCAD. So we have the break at a point tool. We have to, if you want to break a line in AutoCAD, all you have to do is to select the line tool. Assuming I have this kind of line drawn, right click and click enter, and I want to break this line into two at a point 10 millimeters from the origin. Okay, so I will have to select this break at a point 2, and I'll select the object I want to break, and at the command line I specify the first breakpoint, and I'll type 10 millimeters, that is 10, and I'll press enter. Now this is the line. This is the first line. Now this is second line. So the line has been broken into two. So that means you can select the first one, decide to drag and shift. At the initial stage the lines were connected to each other, but at this stage they have been broken. So I specified the breakpoint distance. The next stuff we are going to be talking about is the chamfer tool. How do you use the chamfer command in AutoCAD. To use the chamfer command in AutoCAD, I want to produce something, so let us delete all this we have here and we pick up the rectangle tool, so we can draw this kind of rectangle. Or you can still better still pick up the line tool and you can make a line of 200 millimeters here, 200, enter. We have 100 and that's 108, enter, and we have 200 again, enter. So if you want to close this, you just right click and you click on close. So to use the chamfer command in AutoCAD, just pick up the chamfer command here and at the okay, let us pick up the chamfer command. This is the chamfer command. Now the statement at the command line says select first line, select first line. So I want here to be my first line and I want here to be my second line. Okay, but you can just actually get it using this way. So let us pick the command 2 again, and at the command line you type D and then you press enter. The D signifies for distance, so you press enter. Now the first stuff there says that we should specify the first chamfer distance, and I want the first chamfer distance to be 20 millimeters. So I press 20 and I click enter on my keyboard. Now the second stuff there says we should specify the second chamfer distance, and I want the second chamfer distance to be 30. So I press enter on my keyboard, and the second okay, the next stuff there says we should select the first line. Now remember the command I entered the first chamfer distance and I entered the second chamfer distance. So the first chamfer distance is gonna stand for the first line I'm gonna pick, and the second chamfer distance is gonna stand for the second line I'm gonna pick. So I will be picking the first line here, okay, the first line here, because I choose a lesser value for the first chamfer distance. So I pick the first line here and the second line here. Okay, and if I want to repeat the stuff I've done, I can do this again, pick this line and pick this to create this chamfer. So I'll right click again to repeat chamfer. I can do this and create this, right click again to repeat this chamfer, click this line and click this line. Okay, with these steps we've been able to produce a definite shape using the chamfer tool in AutoCAD. So we undo by pressing Ctrl Z to cause our object to return to its normal state. So the next tool we are gonna be teaching is the fillet tool. Okay, so to use the fillet tool in AutoCAD, it is very simple. All you have to do is to select the fillet command at the modified toolbar, and at the command line you type R and you press enter. The R stands for reduce. Okay, so the statement there says we should specify our fillet radius. So I want our fillet radius to be 50 millimeters. Our fillet radius to be, okay, let us use 25 millimeters because of the size of our drawing. Okay, and you press enter on your keyboard. Now the stuff there says we should select the first object, so we are gonna be selecting this stuff as the first object, and the second there says we should select our second object, so I'm gonna be selecting this as our second object. Now an arc has been created, so if I want to repeat this using the same radius, I'll have to select this and select this other line here. So let us do it for the entire side. So I'll click this and click this point, right click again and perform this function here. That is how to use the fillet tool in AutoCAD. Okay, we've been able to strike arcs around the edges of our object, and we were able to produce a definite shape using this command. So we undo by pressing Ctrl Z to go back to our normal shape. So we have the last basic command that we are going to be talking about here, which is the explode command. Now this explode command, we are not going to be issuing it now. The explode tool is majorly used when you want to break connected or grouped objects together. Okay, when you import objects that are grouped together and you want to break those objects together, or you want to break them apart. Okay, that is where you use the explode tool. Okay, how do you use the explode tool? The command is still similar to that of the move and the copy and some other tools there. You select the explode command and highlight the object you want to explode, and then just right click to complete task, and the objects will be broken apart. That is how to use the explode tool. For instance, if you import jobs from Autocad, some of the objects or elements are always grouped together, so you will need to use the explode tool to break them apart so that you can select each of the elements as single elements. That's how to use the explode command in AutoCAD. So we have other modified toolbars in AutoCAD, and I detailed them in the book. So I hope you found this little exposition very interesting. Thank you so much.